Good afternoon, good lunchtime. Hello. Welcome. As ever, I'm Chris. This is Gross Models, and this is the Lockdown Lego live stream live here now for you, for all of us. I'm here. My buttons have stopped doing the text thing again. I tried to fix it, but it didn't work. I don't know why it's playing up like that, but hopefully, it will be sorted out, and I'll be able to get it working again at some point. But obviously not today, because it's already not working today. So there you go. So hello and welcome. You can see down here. Well, I've got to remember now. I'm getting used to this. It's there and there. What I'm going to be doing today is another one of the Lego Speed Champions kits. This is the Ferrari V8 F8 Tributo. Apparently, I don't know. It's just words. It's a slightly larger kit than the one I did last week, as in the box it's a bit bigger. So I'm assuming there's more to it. It's a little bit more expensive to buy, but it's red. So Gemma's already claimed it. She said she wants it when I finish with it. So there's that. Right, let me just have a look through the chat, see who's here, and then I'll switch cameras over there and we'll see what's going on. Eric was in first, same morning, and then Nat as Dexterous Crafter comes in. Jerry's here as well. Then Lewis, Model Making Trucker, comes in to say hello all. Then there's some talking going on that I didn't pay any attention to because I was busy trying to figure out why my buttons weren't working. Gemma is watching as well, saying hi all. It's because she knows she wants the car, so she has to watch to, lay claim to it. Jamie is here. Mayhem is here. Sal is here. So that's all the usual suspects have turned up already. They're all here now, live, watching. There are, I can't tell how many people are watching. It's up there, but it's sort of behind the white bit. There we go. 14. Apparently there's 14 of you watching at the moment, so welcome all 14 of you. If you're not already, make sure you're in the live chat, because that's where people hang out and it's fun. Otherwise you're just watching me do stuff and witter aimlessly. All the interesting stuff happens with you lot in the live chat, so make sure you're watching actual YouTube. Click on the button to go to the YouTube app if you're in a smartphone or tablet or whatever. If you look around the screen, scroll up and down and sideways and stuff, you may well find a bit that says live chat. That's where you want to be. Just pop in there, say hello, and they'll all welcome you in. You'll notice, depending on the device you're looking at, some of the people in there have their name highlighted in blue with a little spanner next to it. That just means they're moderators of my channel, people that I trust to look after the chat while I can't be there to keep an eye on things. So if people turn up and start posting in links to random stuff and just being abusive and things, they're there to look after you and take care of things. But other than that, Mayhem slaps Lewis with a tuner for some reason. I'm not sure why, but I'm sure he deserved it. Says usual suspect. I resemble that remark. Yeah, some people resemble things, but yeah. Angus had just come in saying hello. So hello. I know Angus wasn't one that was just lurking, not watching and not commenting, because they normally come in and comment. But yes. For suggesting blue. Do you trust Nat, says Eric. Yes, of course I trust Nat. Why wouldn't I not trust Nat? She looks after Lewis. That's Nat's only job, is to look after Lewis when he's in chat. So she does that, and everyone else looks after everyone else. That's the way it works. Dexterous is my personal spanner, says Trucker. Yes, that's the way it works indeed. Right, so I shall switch the camera. I shall pop over here. I'm still here in the little corner piece, so I'm still keeping an eye on you. I'm still watching you. I know you. I'm watching you. But join the chat. Come and hang out with us, and I shall move things around so I can start on this. Right, this is the Speed Champions. It's for ages 7+, so it should be okay. Unlike other ones I've done in the Speed Champions range, it doesn't come with anything else. It just comes with the car. There's no bonus extra wind tunnel or anything like that. So it's all the bits in there are to do with the car, and it looks lovely. It looks very nice. There's very few Lego blobs on the side, so it's all okay. I shall open the packet and we'll find out if this is part of the new Lego Life series. Yes, it's got a little barcode on the front and some stickers. So I shall grab my phone from wherever I just put it down. I shall open the Lego Life app. If you haven't already, join the Lego Life app. You don't have to do anything or pay anything. It just lets you keep all your kits in one place. So there we go. By scanning that, I can add that to my sets. And we get the instruction booklet down here. I get some bonus studs that I don't know what they mean. But it lets you access the instruction booklet on your smart device, which is exactly the same instruction booklet as you get in the paper. But it means you don't have to refer to the paper at every step. You can just use the app. I keep the app, but I use the real paper because it's easier to do that on the live stream. But it means when I finish building, I can, without worry, throw away the instruction manual, and if the kit does fall apart, then I've still got it on the app to put it back together again. Jamie says the new Lego Speed Champions are built bigger than the original sets. Cool. If he turns it blue, he'll regret it, says Gemma. I don't know what I missed. What? I don't know. Please turn it blue, Chris. I don't paint these. These are just built as are. So we've got one piece outside of the bags. We have two bags, cunningly numbered 1 and 2. I'm assuming we're going to start with bag number 1. So bag 2 shall be moved out of the way. The stickers shall be moved out of the way. Pay no attention to the alcohol that might be in use occasionally. Very nice. I must appreciate my patrons. I was going to push a button, but it doesn't work. My lovely patrons, of which Candy Grin for Mongo is one, who sent me that. Thank you for your support, is my main gist of everything. It means a lot that you're there to, help fund me buying kits and building and doing the streaming stuff and, buying hardware and things like that. Thank you very much, and may it long continue. Right, I'll get the bag open, so there'll be crinkly noises. I think it's too loud for the ASMR thing, so I'll do it a little bit anyway. Right, Eric felt the threat from Gemma across the pond. I don't know. All right. Oh, bits are trying to escape. I've cleared off my bench and made things bigger. So I have some more room to play around with things and to keep important accoutrement. But it does mean that there's no background now. So if things roll, they might just continue to roll onto the floor, which means me rummaging around looking for them. But, there we go. Right, now there's not loads of parts in these kits. They're not, I don't know if there obviously will be a part count somewhere, but let me open the little bags. Now, if you've watched me build any Lego previously, which I've done in both live streams and pre-recorded videos that are available on my channel, you'll notice that I don't do the sorting and the knolling and foresting or whatever different people call it. I just leave the stuff in piles. I like the tactile rummaging to find stuff. Although when there's only a limited number of parts, you can pretty much find stuff just by looking. There's less rummaging. Ordinarily, or previously, when I've been building some of the larger kits that just come in a box, just tip all the bits into the box, and then you've got the box there to rummage and go through and get it all stuff. So, yeah, I don't do the sorting into piles of let's keep all of these bits together. Doing that bores me, and finding the bits afterwards is not as much fun. So I don't do that. Now, it shows you, yes, this is on screen there. Bag 1 does this, bag 2 does that. Well, it doesn't actually do that because you've already done that. So first of all, we're just going to start off building the dude. I've got that, and bag 1. So there we go. How high is my screen? That's off for the cap? There you go. You can just about see all the parts now. So we're building the racer. I don't know, what shall we call him? I need a name for my driver. What does he look like? He looks a bit like me, I must admit, but he's got a happy face, or the more sort of calm. I'm going to go with the calm, collected. I know I'm a cool dude. I don't have to prove anything. So yeah, there we go. So that's that. Legs, body, head. Then we need helmet and visor for helmet. There you go. I expect there's probably another visor. Yes, look. I'm beginning to learn when they give you spare parts. it often is a unique part that isn't in any other kit. They might give you an extra one of those. But more often than not, it will be either a very small part or a transparent part that you might have trouble finding. So we've got that. Oh, apparently it comes with hair as well. So the hair doesn't look anything like me. So I've not used the hair. But when he takes his helmet off, obviously he can put his hair on and look completely different. So I think we'll stick with the helmet. Thank you very much, Lego. And he has a spanner because he's a mechanic and driver. He knows exactly what he's doing. So there we go. There we have, I don't know, what have we figured a name? Speed says, question, what size crowbar is required to lever a teenager off an Xbox and force him outside into the sunshine? There is no size of crowbar that can do that. Chris loves to feel his bits, says Sal. Indeed, yeah, I like to rummage around in them and show them on telly. Brandy-induced Chris trying to find Lego piece on the floor should be fun, says Eric. It hopefully won't occur, but yes. Talking about size of sledgehammers to do it. No, you don't need to do that. Base is 6 studs wide. I have the Formula 1 cars they have, but I wanted to get the Jaguar Duo set. Yeah, this is, as you say, 6 studs wide. Plus, obviously, bits on the side, but yeah. So they're a bit bigger than the previous ones, but it's nice. Nat, have you been drinking? Why, what's Nat been doing? I don't know. If I turned off the router, I couldn't deal with the fallout, says Spid. No, absolutely. Right, there we go. Built the dude. I'll put him over there. I need a name for the dude by the time we finish the stream, please. There you go. I'll put him there. I know he's out of focus, but that's just because he's a bit further away. The focus I've set to be a little bit higher than bench, because that's sort of where I'm going to be building things. There we go. That's that. No, that's not that, because that's page 8. I'm not on page 8 yet, and I haven't got anything that looks like that yet. So, when you're building Lego, make sure you only turn over one page at a time. You can tell by the cunningly arranged numbers that they put in the corner of the pages. Also, the step numbers that you're going to be doing. So, yeah, step 1. I need that, and 2 of them. So, there's one of them, and there's another one of them. It's nice doing this after having just done some nano, because what I used to consider to be small pieces are massive. If you missed it, I still have it here actually. My previous build earlier in the week on Tuesday was this, the nano Lego Skyline. Actually the focus is really, really high. I just adjust my focusing. For some reason the focusing seems to have drifted from where I had it set momentarily. Let me switch back to the camera that I need, which, let me just check, is not that one, it's that one. Alright, I need to adjust the focus on that camera, and there we go. How's that? Is that, that's a little bit more focused, isn't it? Let me flip on autofocus, because then that, no, autofocus is not really going to help in this instance. But I want to put it about, not there, that's too far out. That's strange. I know I've moved my camera a bit further away, but I think a little bit closer than that, but not that close. That's like there, which is too close. So let's split the difference between those and go for, I can't get the slider to slide to just where I need it. There. That, I think, is going to be focusing about right. You can still see the bits on the bench, slightly soft focus, but the actual building bit should be in focus. Hopefully. Let me know. Give me a shout in chat, and you know, tell me what's been going on, how it all is. I think Lewis might get kicked out soon because I think he's been abusive. I can't tell. I'm only jumped in halfway through. Mayhem has Chris on the big telly. Yeah, I like the big telly. It looked like a finer tip than the wax pencils. I was talking about Nat's diamond dotting, picking up things tool. Right. I have that. It doesn't matter which way round that one goes. But as soon as I drop these in, it will. So there we go. We now have a front and a back to the car piece. Giant telly Flego Friday with Chris. Yes. Lockdown Lego is, yeah, that's how it's going to be. Right, onwards. I'm going to keep this build going. Now, obviously, as I say, I've got one more tiny teeny car that I picked up while I was shopping, purely because I saw it and thought, oh, I shall grab that off the floor. So it's a Technic, Lego Technic, rather than the Racers. So it means it's got different bendy bits and things. But tiny teeny, 2-in-1 apparently, but they look much the same. So one more racy car and one dune buggy type thing. I could keep that in reserve. My intention is not to build that quite yet. I do have a new kit to build next week. Now, at the moment, I'm obviously doing this one, finishing this one. Sorted. This will be done today because it's only a tiny little kit like that. The next kit is a larger, more ongoing project. So once I reveal that to you towards the end, I'll figure out when I'm going to do it and how I'm going to do it, and if I'm going to do that just once a week. I think I'll drop to once a week because the lockdown type thing is evolving and moving and going away. So in the UK, we've been in lockdown now for 2 months, almost exactly 2 months, I believe. Next week things start to ease a little bit. And then as the month progresses, things ease a little bit more, and a little bit more, and a little bit more. And eventually, they come back to, I won't say normal, because I don't think everything's going to be normal ever again, but more normal. The normality will be not resumed, but adapted. Need 6 of these, so I'll do a quick bit of counting with Chris. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the last one, if I can find it. What number's that, Connor? There we go. Yeah, 6. Well done. Congratulations. I assume Connor's watching. I've got no idea. But apparently Connor likes counting with Chris, so I like to indulge my viewers. So yes, I will be changing the format. Not the format of the individual show, but the format of the week. Will be adapting and changing as time goes by. Obviously, when I do eventually properly go back to work, I won't be here during the day. I'll be at work, so I can't do the live streams during the day. So it will be moving back to a more normal evening time slot. And as I say, as I'm going to be back at work, I'll be having less free time. So I shall definitely be going back to one of these streams a week. Although the other streams will obviously be continuing as they are as well. So I need to make a decision, figure out what day I'm going to do it and how it's going to work and things like that. But yeah, we'll figure that out over the weekend, basically. And I shall set up the advance warning for the streams, so you know what's going on. You know when to tune in and when to watch and stuff. Lewis, have you been drinking, says Jamie. Nat says, oh yes, he's doing his counting with Chris. Good. Angus says, I'm still not allowed to work from the office at this point. I have to work in tracky pants and slippers for a while longer. What a shame. You're only assuming that I'm wearing tracky pants. You can see obviously the top half, but I'm not showing you my bottom half, although I am wearing clothes. There we go. One of them, and one of them. That's that. It looks like we're putting these on the top. That one goes on there, and those two go on that way round like that. So we're sort of building upside down briefly. Obviously exhaust, rear bumper, I'm thinking it fits like that. 2 of these and 2 of these, and they go on there like that, Right, that's that, which goes onto the back. Like that, with that one on the top. Easy, sorted, no problem. There we go. See what's going on in the chat. I'd like to keep an eye on that. Skullfish has arrived. Hello, Chris and all. Says Skullfish. Because he has arrived. Welcome. I haven't seen you in one of my streams for a little while, Skullfish, so welcome. Happy returns. He's after something, says Mayhem. He's been nice for some reason. I don't know why Lewis is doing that, but there we go. Skullfish. Rocking your wall hamster print Y front, say Chris. Yeah, it's not the Gross Models Mankini today. But yeah, no. Right, that's that, and that goes on there like that. Cool. There we go, sorted. I got pings pinging at me. I don't know what that means. Alright, yeah, I do know what that means. That's right, no problem. Nothing to worry about. 2 of those. There we go. 1 and 2. And now you've got to scan the picture and try and figure out where they go. That's the downside to Lego. The nano block instruction manual technique of making everything that you've built previously a different colour works really well. I'm very happy with how they do that. So yeah, Lego don't do that, but I do like it. I didn't like it to begin with, but now I've got used to it. I do quite like it. So there we go. Skullfish says it's roasting up here. It's a bit warm here. I might put the fan on in a little while. I haven't got the fan on at the moment. I've got a window open over that way, but the fan's over that way. I may well be turning that on in a little while if it gets a bit warmer, which I'm expecting it to, because that's the way warmth works. It tends to come out of nowhere and then get warm all of a sudden. So I think I shall be putting the fan on momentarily to try and stay ahead of the curve. Although I haven't got the big filming me lights on, because you're only seeing a little bit of me over here, and it's still daylight out there at the moment, although that's behind me. The light, I normally got a big light over there that I have on when I'm doing the talking to camera thing, but don't need to do that at the moment. But still got bench lights on and everything else, so it still warms up in here quite surprisingly quickly. So yes, I think I shall push the button on the fan without even moving. There we go. Let's put the fan on low just to get some circulation and air going around. Getting up to 15 degrees is it, says Angus. Yeah, I don't know what the actual temperature is, but I don't bother looking at weather forecasts and actual weather things. I just think it's warm. I'll put the fan on. I'll open a window. It's cold. I'll put a blanket on. But yeah, there we go. Nat is saying that Lewis has been nice because she has his Titanic detail set delivery. If he's nice, he might survive until he gets home tomorrow. So yeah, got to be nice, or you might lose the delivery that you've got. Right, 2 of these go on there. Nice solid construction at the back of this. None of this hollow stuff. It's all solid blocks and nice big assembly. Right, next up, 2 surrounds which go around the wheels, or where the wheels will be. We haven't got any wheels yet. They're obviously in bag number 2. 2 black single 4 strips. There's 1, there's 2. They go across there. They don't go across there because I've got bits missing from there. Let's go back up stage. There, back up here, back up. I didn't get those. I missed out on that bit entirely. I did that bit, and then I jumped to that bit. So I need 2 of those and 2 of those, and they go where I need them to go to put the next bit on. So I know where that is, and they go on the front over the blue. What? Oh, that's right. I haven't got blue on the top. I've got a gap under there now. Look. Because I didn't do this bit properly. Whose fault's this then? That's what I want to know. Right. Let's go back a bit. So I've done that, and that looks a bit like that. Then these have got to go on there, going forward, and then these can go on there. Even more stable assembly, that now. That goes like that. Right, okay, so that's that. So I've done that. Done that. Now I can put these on to hold that together like that. There we go. I don't know how I missed it. I think I had the car sitting on top of it and just sort of went across one way or the other. Lewis is a big softie for some reason. I don't know. I'm being nice because I'm missing her, says Lewis. Yeah, right, yeah. What's Lewis after? We know what he's after. He's after his Titanic detail up stuff. Whose fault's this? Well, the brandy, says Mayhem. I doubt that. I completely doubt that. I don't know what that would mean. Right. Where was I? I can't remember what I was doing now. I do. We're putting two little yellow bits in there. I don't know if these would be at all visible. You can sort of see that through there. It might be sort of disc lock things or something, or I don't know. So that was that one. Next up is that one, where I need two of these. Interestingly, two colour pieces with a painting or like a sticker already on it, but not really. They go across the front there. Nice, right. Turn the page to 21. There we go. Now I get to use some actual stickers. So I need one of those, two of those, and two of those. And on the one of those, I need sticker number 1, which is the number plate, I think. It sort of looks like a number plate. So I know Fox isn't here, so I can put it wherever I like. I don't have to go straight or anything. But I'll go fairly straight and fairly central, because there we go. Cool. That's that. And then we build it all together, obviously getting it the right way up. So they go behind it like that. And they go pointing... Would you say that's pointing upwards or pointing downwards? The flat bit's pointing upwards, but I don't know. Anyway, it goes there like that. And that goes on the front. In the middle. And then we've got the rear number plate all sorted. Cool. I think it's an issue of not enough brandy, says Raging Modeler. Absolutely, I think that could be the problem. I shall sort that out soon. I doubt that, he says, as he takes a massive glug. It's only, no, it's not a massive glug. That's only, you know, less than half of that's disappeared. Brandy's not a swigging drink. It's a sipping. It's just being nice. Gemma says, Chris, don't mug that up. Pay attention. She's not like this when I'm building it for myself, you know. She's only like this when she wants it. One of them. One of them, which is that one, and one going the other way. Which isn't that one, that one's the same. It's one of them. That's the same. It's one of them. That's the one that goes the other way. There we go. Right. And then it's a case of find out where it looks different on there. So that goes across the front there. The yellow one obviously behind it. These look like they're going down the sides there. So there we go. That one on that. On the correct side, yes. And that one there. Fill in there. Nice. I like the way the detail all fits together. It's fine. Raging Modeler started watching the Snowpiercer series this morning on Netflix. It's not bad. It's based on the comic, not an adaptation of said comic, which is also excellent. I've seen it advertised. I've seen it. It's the train with the sort of the upper and lower class type. Lower class run it all with servants, and upper class just live life of luxury sort of thing. It's on my list of things to watch, but I have been working my way through my list of things to watch during this lockdown, and I'm getting there. I'm on, I think, season 6 of Game of Thrones, which has been in my list of things to watch for the longest time. But it's getting there. So I'm working my way through that. When I've finished that, I I don't know what else I've got to watch at the moment. There were a couple of other things that I've sort of got in the playlists and ready to go. So yeah, that's certainly on my list of things to keep an eye on. I thought it was a film when it started being advertised and started being shown off. I thought it was a feature film, but apparently it's not. It's an ongoing series. Is it all available now on Netflix, or is it a weekly thing? Because if it's a weekly thing, I'll definitely wait until it's all available and then binge it. But if it's all available now, then I can start watching it whenever, really. I thought the movie was good, but if it's like the movie, I don't get they can make a series from it. They always stretch things out and more character development and stuff like that, but I didn't know there was a movie. Sal says, Chris, where did you cut yourself on the Wooden Wednesday? I have no idea. I think it was probably under my thumbnail here, but I don't know. I didn't bleed any more than the little bit that I've cleaned up mostly from my bench. I don't have any memory of it happening. But yeah, thank you for your concern. But no, I don't know. That's that. Right, 4 of those now. Running out of pieces, so it won't take long to get this bag done now. 2, 3, 4 of those, and they go along the sides here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, one more of them. It looks the same. Oh, it's got going across the middle there. There we go. So black on black, it's always difficult to tell exactly what's going on where and stuff and things. Are you in a low by Lewis, or are you remote trucking? Says Mayhem. I've not seen any Games of Thrones stuff. Is it worth it? Says Skullfish. I like it. I started watching the original series when it came out, which is probably 10 years ago now, ish. And watching through the first series, or even the first episode, it was like, I know what's going on here, and I vaguely remember this happening before, but I checked and it was a new series, so it wasn't that I'd seen it before, but it turns out that I've read the book, or the first 2 or 3 books I think were out at the time, so I had sort of inside information of what was going to happen vaguely. But still enjoyed it. It's still very good. It does move away from the books as the series progresses. Different things happen and it all goes in a different way. But yeah, it was a bit jarring to sort of almost like premonition of what was going to happen next, because I'd actually seen it but had forgotten that I'd read the book, and because it had a different title to the series or whatever. It's, you know. So yeah, that was quite good fun. But yeah, if you've got the ability to watch it, I would say watch it and make up your own mind about it. Some people like things, some people like other things. But yeah. Right. That doesn't fit there. Why doesn't that fit there? Have I turned over too many pages again? No. Have I put that in the wrong place? Yes. Maybe. Yes. I've got these bits too far out. So that bit doesn't go in the middle, it goes on top of it. So, let's put these in, instead of there, put them in there. Like that. Then that will go on there. And then these bits will actually fit where it says to put them. So a narrow sort of interior piece. Okay, so that's that. So that's that. I've done that. Right. Next up, this piece. One of those, and 2 of those. Right, so one of them goes on there. No. One of them goes on there. That one goes on there, and that one goes over the top of that. I don't know exactly why, but I'm sure it's some sort of brake light indicator sort of setup, and having it is different. Gemma is cursing me, apparently. Gemma's watching, shaking her head. Right, let's get. Before we get on, let's just sit back and. Right. The Snowpiercer series has the always gorgeous Jennifer Connelly. I don't know. I don't think I know who she is. The name doesn't sound familiar. What's she done? What's she been in? What might I know her from? Game of Thrones had to change from the books because of spoilers and people telling people about them. Books don't often make good films or series. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. There's a lot of things that can happen in books that if you try and make it happen on TV just wouldn't carry across as well. Because of the way the medium works. Books, you can describe what someone's thinking about or how they're feeling, or you can't do that on a series because you can't just have someone reading out, oh, I think that's this, or too much. She's been in tons of stuff, says Fit. Great help. She was in Dark City and Labyrinth. She was the girl in Labyrinth, Chris says Fit, right? So yeah, I'd probably know her, but I wouldn't recognise her if I met her on the street, sort of thing. Right, 2 of those, and 2 of those. There's one of those, there's another one, there it is. So these go together the other way up. They're making a sequel to Labyrinth, apparently. If that's of any interest to people. They have a director and everything set up and ready to go and sort it out. The cartoon version of Game of Thrones shows a different aspect to the series. I didn't know there was a cartoon version. Battle Angel Alita most recently. Oh, was that her, was it? I couldn't tell with the eyes and the big... Yeah. Have you requested the red car for your red collection? Yes, she has. Chris has to do yard work or hang a shelf or paint a wall. I've hung many shelves over the last few weeks, mainly because I keep knocking them down. But yes, I at the moment, the shelves are up and haven't fallen over. So there's a good chance that the shelf will be staying up now. One of those, and 2 of them. Because I did that one. Not missing out that stage. Right, so this is going to go making up this bit around here somewhere, somehow. That's there. Like that, and that's got to be next to it. Like that. Yeah, that's nice rounded edges and things, so I'm sure that's it. So that one there, and that one there. I like the way that different parts continue the same line. Right, one of those. 2 of those, and 2 of those. I apologise, Connor. The counting with Chris is not going very well this week, mainly because counting to 2 isn't too much of a challenge for you. But yeah, there might be larger numbers in the next bag, but I sort of doubt it. Right, there we go. We're getting a big end sorted. Getting there, nearly there. Right. One of those and one of those, which go next up here, a bit like that. 2 more of those, getting towards the last pieces of those. Now let's pay attention to where they go. They go all the way back, so they're not overhanging anything, they just fit on there like that. Right, so one of those, and cunningly enough, one of those. We're just building our way up the middle piece. This is that sort of shaped, slopey rear window. 2 more of them. Guess where they're going to go? Yep, they're going to continue across to the top. Right, I like it. So far so good. Quanoman's here. My favourite of her movies is The Rocketeer. I just watched The Rocketeer and I didn't realise she was in it, but there you go. Jerry's off to do lunch for the boy and her indoors. Catch up later for her. Do yourself some lunch as well. It's worth having something to eat yourself, yeah. Quanoman just got an Asus gaming router but can't get it to work. I got the Nighthawk, because I don't know if it's an Asus one. It's Netgear. And it literally plug and play, it worked fine, no trouble at all. But that doesn't help you in the slightest, I'm aware. Apologies, but uh, doesn't know it yet, but there's work in the garden to be done. Yeah, the garden's not my department. I'm aware of the garden, but it's not mine. Two of those. I've got... there's it. I couldn't see it. It was hiding on my hamster. I have two of those. So that one, that side, goes on there and has sticker number 2 on it, which is that one. So which way round does it go? The black is here, so it goes like that. Here we go. And this one goes this side with sticker number 4 on it. Not really a shock. And the black again goes on the inside, a bit like that. Cool, I like it. Right, now we need these big bits, one of them and one of them. They also have stickers, so we have that piece that looks like that, has number 6 on it, and that one has number 6 on it. So with it pacing that way, a bit like that, but that one's obviously got to point the other direction because it's like that, so it's got to go on there like that. There we go, and that goes on the outside there, and that one, surprisingly enough, goes on the outside the other side. There we go. This is moving paving slabs, so I need his help, unfortunately. Oh, right, yes, yeah, heavy manual labour. That's what I'm required for. One of each of those goes on the top and flows straight on the inside and curvy on the outside, like that. Definitely approaching the end of the bag now. One of those and one of those, they go together, and then sticker number 8 goes onto that. 9, 8, there we go. Which way around? The holes at the top, so that way round. There we go, and that goes in the middle like that. That's obviously central dash console. Right, let's bring my pieces together because there's fewer of them now. We're definitely getting towards the end. There's 2 of those and 2 of those. That's probably the end of it, really. I think that's going to come into play, but the rest of it's probably extra spare bits. So I've got to put those together like that, and we've got backs of seats which go, yes, at the back. Like that. And then, oh no, we're using these. They go in there, and that goes on the front like that. So that is bag 1 complete. I'll move those over to the side. It's looking good. It looked better with wheels, but it's looking good. That's that. We need those bits and bag 2. I don't remember those bits. I'm hoping they're in bag 2 because I haven't got another bag. What do they look like? There they go. Yeah, they're in bag 2. So that's all right. Don't need to worry about that. Right. Before I start on bag 2, let's come and have a look through the chat and see what I've missed and what's going on. Shane is around saying hello, Gemma. We're all good. How are you doing? Candygram says, is it just me or are the red bricks in this kit glossier than the normal red bricks? No, the ones with no top to them are always a bit shinier. These are a more normal sort of matte finish, but I don't know. No, they're an equal level of shine, I should think. So yeah, I think it's just the way it's made. So probably. 2 is fine, Chris. He can count to 1,000, which is which he tries to do regularly, says Lewis. It would be a better dream if Nat was here with me. He's been very... I don't know that I like this. It's very strange. Right, that was that. Hello to Minnie Nat and Minnie Lewis, Paging Connor, says Mayhem. Athol says, half mile away from my building are 8 fields of rapeseed oil plants. They are being vat today, hence my sneezing. Up cut, I assume, yep. Ferrari red, says Mayhem. Yes, it probably is Ferrari red. Gemma is off the extra meds for now, so no longer high and just feels a bit better, so we're all glad about that. They appear to be a bit orange, says Candygram. I don't think so. I don't know. I haven't got any others to hand to compare it to, so I can't really say. Chris can't say brick when I thought I could, but obviously not. We're trying to make a level path for Gemma's chair so she can move easier out there. Yes, that's the idea. Sal says, talking about Labyrinth, did you know that Gates McFadden, Dr. Beverly Crusher on Star Trek, did the dance choreography for the ballroom scene? I didn't know that, no. That is interesting, but yeah. Chronoman's router is the Asus ROG Capture GT AX11000. Looks a bit like an upside down robot spider. Yeah, mine's got little aerial things sticking out the top of it. Angus would love to help, but he's on the other side of the world. Be cool to enjoy the garden more, says Angus. Yes. Radio Modeler, I had no idea about what I'm sure I've missed things now, but we won't worry about that. Right, let's progress back down again. Let's put the mouse down out of the way. Have a non-alcoholic drink. Right, let's get bag 2 opened. Where shall I put that? Over there. Stickers up there. Bag 2 there, wait. There you go. Bag 2. The last bag. Bag the last. Get rid of that. We've got the little bits over there. Come on, all you come out of the bag. There you go. Windscreen. Another bag of the hubcaps. So, how is your Friday treating you, everybody? Are you doing all right? I know it's obviously still locked down, so I assume you're not out and about. I'm going to put these wheels in the tyres because I can, and it keeps things a little bit neater. Then I can just put the wheels to one side rather than having to worry about extra bits. Jamie just went for a sandwich. What did I miss? I finished bag 1. Open bag 2, and this is bag 2. Mayhem says every day is a school day, or not, as the case may be, depending on when you're working or not, or at school or not. So there we go. That's all the spare tyres sorted. Let's get to it. Starting off with the build so far. 2 of these and 2 of those, which look like that one and that one. There we go. Right, so where do they go? I can see these. They go around there like that. Oh, there you go. Just up above there. Right, easy. Now we need to put that aside and continue with that. Why don't they put those in the last bag just to get that done and sorted, and then continue on? I don't know. Alright, 1 of those and 2 of these. They go together like that. That one goes underneath it, going that way. And 2 of these fill in the missing chunk like that. Okay, so that was 49. Moving on to stage 50, where we need 2 of those. I see one. Oh, there's another one. And 2 of those, which is probably that, and probably that one. Yep. Right, so where do they go? They go there. And they go on the open remaining studs like that. Yep. Right, 1 of those, which is that one. And that one's the same. And that one's the same. And that one is the same. I'm sure there are some that are different somewhere. Just like that one that's the same. that one. That's the opposite. There we go. That's the different one. So they go on the front there, continuing that edge. Cool. Right, 2 of those. Not that one. That one. And 2 more of those grey L-shaped pieces. Dexterous Crafter says, you're determined to get timed out, aren't you, Lewis? What has he done now? I'm sat in the truck, getting one arm burnt, waiting to be unloaded, and bum going numb, all while missing that. We know he doesn't mean it like that, but I don't know that you can realistically ban him for being too nice. I think that might be putting things the wrong way into his brain. Right, that then attaches to the front like that, and we have the undercarriage of the nose. 53, so 54 is here. Steering wheel, yay! Everyone needs a steering wheel, and one of those apparently as well. Right, so we put the steering wheel over here. So you could have right-hand drive if you wanted, just by switching it around. But obviously the car itself is designed to be left-hand drive, so you know. Mayhem doesn't want to know about Lewis's backside. Why that on being nice, says Trucker. Yeah, no, but yeah. Remember Lewis has your remember Nat has your Titanic stuff, so keep on her good side, says Jamie. Lewis says, I'm trying, Jamie, and yet she still wants to ban me. See what I have to put up with? It's like, yeah, but no, but yeah. Right, onwards. One of those. And one of those in 3. Just puts up by the side of the steering wheel and passenger side thing. I bet it hasn't got airbags. I expect the real one has, but this one probably hasn't. Right, there we go. Now we need 4 of the gold ones. I say gold, they're yellow, but you know. And 2 of the little sideways bits. Right, let's see where they go. The 4 obviously go either side of the wheel arch thing. Angus says to Lucky Lewis's bum has gone numb if a couple of blokes have gone in the back door. And Jamie says, Angus, that's nasty. I wasn't going to say it, but you know. Right, there we go, that's that. One of those. One of those. One of those. One of those. And one of those. That's an interesting little addition. Right, then we've got to build a sub-assembly by putting that on there, that on there, that on there, and then that on the top. Okay, I have no idea, but then that goes on there. Button pops straight off again because I didn't push it in before I put it in. There we go. Alright, I'm assuming now we're going to do exactly the same, but the other side. Yes. So one of those. One of those. One more of those. Might be the last one because I can't find it. There it is. One of those. That. And another little quarter circle. Is that all of it? I think it is. So that goes on there. That goes on there, I think that way round. Might be the other way round. Yes, it's that way round. Wait a minute. The corner's got to be facing inwards. So that way round. With that on the top and that on the top of that. Yes, so that then goes in there. Try and get it to not pop off this side. Yes, so that's the same but the opposite side. Okay, cool. Right, I get to put that aside again for now and build a whole new assembly. We've got one of those. 2 of them. That one. 2 of them. And 2 of those. Right, and to build that we get one of those like that. We put that on the top, and then that on the top of that. Okay, then the white bit on top of that. The two of those going that way on the top of that. Right. The black bit goes on the top of that. Well, that sort of doesn't, but yeah, sort of does. There we go, that's that. Then turn it all around and over and up and things, so it's that way around. And then that goes on there, like that. I have no idea what this bit is, but it's sort of the engine by the looks of it. Chris has usually forgotten what he said in his streams within about 10 minutes of finishing them, or 10 minutes of starting them in fact, but yes, I don't know stuff. Right, that goes onto the there, and yeah, just like that. So that holds it in place like that. Okay, and that goes in there and holds it in more securely. Sorted, easy, cool. 60 to 63 is not a thing. So there's another page in here, look. Trucker says, be right back, they're finished at last. So he's going to have to go and do some driving. Right, two of these. It's very strange now building with full-size bricks. I'm so used to building with the little third layer, third thickness things. Right, these go in there, but that's not the same height as that. It would be not the same height as that as well, so okay, we'll put it across, it's fine. That's that, okay. Then we get the two other surrounds, which obviously go to cover the wheels when the wheels come along very shortly. Yep. Motoring through now, get it motoring, because it's got... right, Candygram from Mongo says, after this, I'm going to finish watching Chris's playthrough of Half-Life on the Team Inept channel. It'll be interesting for me to see how much of the game I remember accurately. Yeah, the video that's up there at the moment is only the intro. It's only the first bit, sort of up until the explosion. I don't think that's a spoiler, really. I will be playing some more, but I don't think I'll be playing it live. Not that that one was live either, but yeah, there will be some more coming at some point when I get round to it, and when I feel like playing it again. But yeah, by all means watch with the first bit. The first playthrough that I've got on there at the moment is mainly, there is a comparison between the original Half-Life from 1998 to the remake of it in whenever it was, 2012 I think. So yeah, it's not massive. Most of it's done in like a split screen format, so you can see all of the things happening on both screens, as it were, at the same time. But most of the gameplay after that won't be like that at all. So don't worry if that's not your thing. It won't be like that for very long. I just figured that was the best way of... I wasn't sure. When I started playing Half-Life, I thought I'd be playing through the original, which would be quite good fun to play through as, you know, as they originally designed it, as it plays through. Graphics don't really bother me in the big way, in that, you know, I can't play that because it looks bad. I'd be happy to play it because of that. But the actual interface and the controls and everything work better on the newer Black Mesa version. So I shall be continuing my playthrough on that. But as I say, the video that's up on the Team Inept channel now is sort of my excuse as to it's alright to play it like this. Right, what we got down here? So that's going to go there. They're going to go in the little gap down there. And that's going to go in the middle like that. Okay, yeah, I like that. Parasite head crabs. Yes, absolutely. You do see some head crabs at the end of the video. Loved the first Half-Life game. Hated the monster that killed you when you made a noise. Yeah, there's lots of things that kill you and stuff. Nat says, will you be doing your island game on streaming again, or the plain one? Keep forgetting the game names. The Forest was the one that me and Paul played in co-op. And yes, we will be returning to that. I have actually finished it. I played through it on my own and got to the end of the game, finished it. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, Paul hasn't played very much more of that. So he will be experiencing it for the first time, assuming we do actually finish it. So yeah, I'm sure we will at some point. I don't know when it'll be though. That's that one. Is that? It's the other one. No, that's the same one again. I want the other one. Like that one. There you go. We both, me and Paul, enjoy that type of game. So expect more of similar things to crop up from time to time on the Team Inet channel. We're always keeping an eye out for different things. There are a couple of other games that are the same sort of thing that I've picked up and that Paul has also got. Some of them are co-op, some of them are not. So yeah, keep an eye out for those as and when. Now that isn't flush with that. Have I missed out a bit, or is that again a bit that's not got to go down there? Yeah, that's not flush with it either. So I haven't missed any bits. It's just that that's going to go across there and not join up on the lower level, which is fine. That's okay. There we go, that's that. Two of those. Going across the side there. Yeah, the other one, the one that I started doing first, Stranded Deep, is the other one where the plane crashes and you'll end up on an island, but on a tiny little island instead of the peninsula thing from the other one, the Forest. That I intend to start again and start playing through more seriously. Now I've got more used to that type of game again. So whether I stream it or just play it for fun, we'll figure it out. Mayhem got all the way to the end of Half-Life 1 but couldn't beat the giant brain boss monster. I don't remember the end of it. Angus has had a few beers, so he's a bit giggly at the moment. It's generally the best way to watch my streams. Yeah, I don't remember the end of Half-Life. I got confused, which isn't news to anybody that is even vaguely aware of me. When I started playing Alex, I read and heard that it was... Oh, look, that's a unique bit. It's got the thingy on it. I hope I haven't used one of them by mistake. No, there it is. It says use 2 of those. So, yes, I knew that it was a prequel, but I assumed, wrongly, that it was a prequel to Half-Life, whereas it isn't. It's set after Half-Life, which, if you think about it, it has to be, because before Half-Life there weren't alien head crabs and stuff like that around. They've only come around because of Half-Life. So my intention towards the end of the playthrough of Alex was to continue the story with Half-Life, but Half-Life won't continue the story. Half-Life comes before. Half-Life 2 continues the story, although again it sort of doesn't, because there's other bits of it that pop in and out and around. So the first part of the story is Half-Life. So if you want to follow the story in its natural progression, you need to start with Half-Life. So I thought I'd start playing it, so I have. So I should really do that before doing more of Alex, but Alex is such a different gameplay that it's different. And that's going to get some jobs done while Chris is keeping Connor and Paige occupied for me. Do I get paid for that? Do I get some sort of childcare allowance thing for looking after children? I don't know. I don't. You do know I can't see them, so if they do misbehave, I can't tell you. I don't know. But we are watching you, Connor and Paige, so we do know, but we don't know really. Chris, are you going to do the first Doom and Wolfenstein as well? Says Sal. I have no intentions to at the moment. I did. I have played through the entirety of Doom and Wolfenstein. Obviously Wolfenstein first, because that's the first one that came out. I have played it. But no, I don't think I'm going to be playing through all of those. They're not the Half-Life universe. The only games that are really in the Half-Life universe but not part of Half-Life are the Portal games. And I may well do those, because they're just great. I did have them. I've got them in my PC Steam library, so I can play through those. I'm slightly worried about Portal though, because I don't know how good it will be to stream, if you know what I mean, because it's much more of an interactive sort of working your way through puzzles game than just watching someone else play. So unless I can do that as a live stream and actually have input from you lot watching to help me figure out puzzles and things, because I will get stuck. Although I've finished it, I will get stuck. So I might do that. I might have that at some point to play through. Just got to figure out the order of putting these in there now. That's that one, and the big one, and then the other two in the same order again. Yes, that might well be something that I'll do. I might play through Portal from the beginning with assistance of YouTube viewers to help me out on puzzles. But did you play Duke Nukem back in the day? I did indeed. Yeah. It wasn't my favourite. I did prefer the others, the sort of Doom and stuff. But yes, I did indeed play Duke Nukem. Still waiting on the third one, or is it the third one? Or was it 4? I don't remember. The one that never actually came out. I must say, the colour match of these stickers are very good. Very impressed with that. Right, so that was that. 10. I need to put on this one. It's the headlights. Not headlights. And not head crabs. Headlights. So they go there, and that one goes there as well. Not quite like that though. Where's my tiny tweezers? They're not where I keep them. There we go. And these are going to go behind them. Yeah. So try and get the little black stripe to match up as closely as possible. And that's the last of the stickers. There we go. Actually, I'm going to move that on back a bit. So that matches up with the other sticker a little bit closer. It's a little bit further away than I would like. As this one's going to be more of a display piece, because it's going to be in view downstairs. There we go, they line up better than that. Cool. That was that with all the stickers too, and the one on the front. Cool, all done. As I said, all the stickers done. Get rid of the packet of that. Right, yes, 3D and Time to Kill, yeah. Duke was very fun. Best one's first person and Time to Kill. I don't know. Ferrari Red says Mayhem. Well, yeah, it is, but I don't know that it's a specific. It might just be Lego Red colour that happens to be very close to Ferrari red anyway. But yeah, apparently 8-Bit Guy did a video with one of the programmers the other day. I don't watch anything like that. I probably would enjoy it, but just don't get around to watching it. Right, let's get the parts for this. 2 of those. One of those. One of those. One of those. One of that one and the other one. Yep. One of them and one of them. Right, okay, let's see how we get these together then. That goes onto there like that, I think. And then that goes underneath it there. And these build up around the corner somehow, like that. Like that. That one in the corner. Okay, I like that. I'm not sure where it is, but I like it. And then we've got to build up along this side. So we've got the 2, the 1, and the one on the corner. I'm assuming this is like door or side panel or door. There we go. So that goes on there like that. Somehow, eventually, somewhere. There you go, it does fit. Just like that. And then I guess we're going to do the same again on the other side. Yes. Yes, we are. Nearly 2 of those first, which go underneath there, giving that nice curvy finish. Like that. Right. Then we need the same things again for the other side. So one of those, one of those, one of those, 2 of them. That one and the one from the other side. That one. The one and the 2. I've lost track. Is that everything? That's that, those, that, that, and that. Yes, that was everything. Right. So that one goes onto there, the same as it did last time, with that coming out the front. And those that way, yeah. Going on and around there. Where are we? 10 past 1. So it's been a normal sort of length of time stream, judging by the bits I've got left over. It's going to be the sort of half-houry type time. So an hour and a half total ish. There we go. That looks a lot like that. Yep. Not sure about this bit, but it works when it's in there, so yeah. And that goes on there exactly the same as the bit did on the other side. And I'm sure we'll be putting 2 of these underneath there as well. I really miss playing pinball, says Angus. The virtual tables are okay, but nothing beats the real thing. 2 of the programmers, Half-Life 2, watched someone hack and cheat their way through the game speedrunning it. It was hilarious to their reactions. I don't mind speedrunners. I can understand the wanting to find ways to get through the game quicker, sort of, you know, if I do this I can cut out a minute of that, or, you know, skip this cutscene or stuff like that. But the glitching and hacking your way through so you're actually jumping through the backgrounds and up through the scenery and things like that to avoid whole chunks of the level, I don't see the point in that. I don't enjoy that. That doesn't do it for me. So yeah, now it's just put the wheels together. I've already done that. Right, now the hubcaps, it looks like we have an option for hubcaps again, like we did on the previous one. So assuming Gemma is still here and watching, she can choose which hubcaps she wants. So you've got the Warhamster selection of those ones like that, or the gross model selection of those like that. Which one would you prefer, darling? Which would you like? I won't put them on until you let me know. I'm going to pop the wheels on. And then pop the top window on. I think that's the end. That is the end. You can drive it in Forza 4. There's a Lego update for Forza 4 which I've looked at and haven't played yet, but yeah. That's all the parts you need if you want to build this along, you know, somewhere else, some other time. Feel free, that's all the numbers. and all the parts, so you can get them all for yourself and just build them. There we go. I do have my selection of parts left over from both the bags, which his hair and spare visor will go in. Will he sit in the car? I assume it's the right size. Probably not while he's holding his spanner. Maybe if he holds the spanner in the other hand, it might fit. Actually, his hand turns, so he can always put his spinner like that. There you go. So yes, he does sit in there, quite happily driving. The war hamster ones, the little spiky ones. Alright, I shall put those in the spares box as well. Put those onto there. That one. And the fourth one. There we go. So, we have completed the LEGO Speed Champions Ferrari. Kit number 76895. That's what it looks like from all the angles and stuff and things. I'll put a picture up, no doubt, put it in the group anyway so you can see it in better resolution. But that's that. So thank you all for joining me on the build. As promised, I shall show you now. Let me switch back to the other camera. I shall show you now my next build, which I don't know when I'm going to do it yet. I'll work it out over the weekend, so keep an eye on the channel. When I do, there'll be the whole, where I've got the upcoming live stream section. It will be on there. What I'm building next is another car. I've quite enjoyed building these little cars, so I had a look through Amazon and bought myself another car. This one's a little bit bigger. It's that one. You can probably just about, you can't see because I've got the screen overlay thing on there. Let me get rid of that and put that over there. There you go. It is the 4x4 Extreme Off-Roader from Lego Technic. Now this is a powered car. It's Bluetooth enabled. It's got some special control app where you can control it from your smartphone, and it does all the whole driving forwards and backwards and turning and stuff and things. So yes, I shall be building that. Now obviously it's a big kit, it's however many dozens and hundreds of parts. It's not going to be a single live stream, but it will be live streams. It's going to be similar to the Wooden Wednesday stream in that I do a bit and then put it aside and then do a bit more the next week. So it's an ongoing build. I don't know how many weeks it will be. I did a couple of bags to do that. I think there's 6 or 7 bags in there, so it's probably 3 or 4 weeks, maybe that sort of time. But obviously a slightly larger build. So I shall be doing that either Tuesday or Friday. Probably not the two of them. I'll probably be dropping one of those streams unless I get some more nano stuff or squeeze it in and do things. So probably Friday lunchtime until I go back to work. There's a couple more weeks before I go back to work. Then it will shift around a bit and I'll have to find an evening that it's going to work for me and work for everyone else and do things. So yeah, I'll have a conversation with people. I'll post up in the group and ask for comments and advice as to when I should do the streaming. So let me know. But there is more to come. So yes, it's Friday today, so tomorrow is Saturday. Fox, as far as I know, is doing his Skyrim Saturday, where he's going around collecting carrots, collecting all the carrots in the world and selling them for nothing at all. He just likes carrying stuff. I don't know. We tried to teach him, but yeah. Sunday, everyone's streaming. So Colin and Dave at 12:30 over on Festa 67's workshop. Then Fox back again for Warhammer. Then I think Dad might pop in between. He might. I don't know if he's doing anything else or any stuff or not. He might not. If he does, keep an eye on Dad's channel for 6:15ish. And then I'm about on Sunday doing the Warhamster, the Orc truck thing, battle wagon. Battle wagon sounds right. It's probably what it is. That's on Sunday. Monday we're back with E-models. Tuesday it's a to be decided as to what I'm doing whenever. Wednesday. I know I said last Wednesday was the end of the wooden thing, but it wasn't. I only did the helicopter. I've got the biplane to do on that, and then see if it works. It sort of worked a little bit with the helicopter, but it's not quite right. I'll show you all that on Wednesday. Thursday is back to an evening with the gang, so it's just me and the gang and mods and everybody that, the normal crew. Not in everyone. Everyone was last night, so that was good fun with people. The remote app is pretty cool, says Angus. Yep, I saw it was there and looks quite good. Gemma says the new one is the wrong colour. Bill Big Truck says Mayhem. Jamie says yes, race truck. Gemma says the car looks good, but it will look better down there with her. Yeah, I'll bring it down in a minute. Skullfish is looking forward to it. Candy Graham says, well, suggest the paint. He paints it after building. Yeah, that's probably not right, because the stickers are all orange and stuff as well. So yeah. Again, Chris didn't put the pedals in to drive it. It doesn't come with pedals, so you know what can we do? I'm hoping to have a go at driving it once built, says Gemma. Yeah, we'll see about that. Yeah, at least if you crash it and break it into things, it can be put back together because it's Lego. Up the new garden path, Skullfish. Yeah, that's a possibility. Right, that's that. That was today. So thank you for watching today. Oh look, there's some left. That worked quite well. Yes, thank you for joining me today. I shall see you over the weekend. I might play a game tomorrow at some point and stream it or not. Or well, keep an eye on all the channels. You know the channels to watch by now. I know most of you hang out in all of them anyway. Thank you for watching. I shall see you soon for more of the same and other different things as well. Stay safe, wash your hands, and keep doing what you're doing. See you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.